The change of guard and the transition of power could on Monday be felt not just in the final preparations for the official ceremony at Kasarani, but here at Harambee House, whose operations effectively came under the incoming President Uhuru Kenyatta. And getting down to business, Kenyatta and Ruto held separate meetings in the Harambee House office with various senior government officials and political leaders, with matters surrounding Tuesday's assumption of office being the key area of discussion.
As from today, the President himself will start operating from Harambee House. We'll be meeting guests from there.
And right across the road is this, the office of the Prime Minister, that come Tuesday will officially come under the occupational operation of incoming Deputy President William Ruto.
The current office of the Prime Minister will be occupied by the Deputy President.
In just a few hours, Kenyatta and Ruto will no longer be referred to as the President and Deputy President-elect, but will assume the reins of power by becoming the country's fourth President and first Deputy President, respectively. The final touches for that all-important handover ceremony were underway here at Kasarani, with the Committee on Assumption of Office holding meetings with invited guests.
That they have to come in one piece and they'll be able to go in one piece.
With over 5,000 dignitaries and government officials expected and a public seating capacity of 60,000, matters security have not been left to chance. Gates will open from 7 a.m. to enable guests settled down before 10 a.m. At exactly 11:25, the guard of honor will march in. Ruto, Kenyatta and Kibaki's arrival will be in 5-minute intervals at 11:35, 11:40 and 11:45. 5 minutes later, the national anthem and the East African Community Anthem will be sung. Prayers and administration of oaths will soon follow. Chief Registrar of the Judiciary Gladys Boschele will administer the oaths to be witnessed by Chief Justice Dr. William Ruto. Kenyatta will take oath of office first, the oath of allegiance, and secondly, the oath of due execution of office of the President, and Ruto will then take his oath.
One is the oath of allegiance and the other one is the oath for due execution of the functions of the office. He will then sign them in the presence of the Chief Justice.
A 21-gun salute will signify the handover of power, the handover of the instruments of power, after which Kibaki's presidential standard will be lowered and Kenyatta's hoisted.
The President will sign the certificate of inauguration in the presence of the Chief Justice and then will be given the certificate of inauguration thereafter. That certificate is what actually confirms that he is now head of state. Thereafter, there will be this other part of the ceremony, which is still part of the legal part, is that the President will receive the instruments of power and authority, which is the Constitution and the sword.
Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni will give a speech on behalf of invited heads of state, and outgoing President Mwai Kibaki will address the nation, followed by Deputy President William Ruto, and finally Uhuru Kenyatta will give his official maiden address as the country's fourth president. Kibaki, who will have been the last to arrive, will be the first to leave. Kenyatta will then greet wananchi while on a Commander-in-Chief Land Rover before his exit to State House, after which Ruto leaves for the same venue. A select few guests will proceed to State House for a luncheon. Jackie Maribe, Citizen Live at 9.